Hello, everyone. It is good to see so many people here on Zoom. Good to see you, Councilman Ricks. Let's see.
Wow.
We can. Get Benjamin. All right. Okay, as I go through the list of people that are here, I see several either iPads or iPhones or a guest. Can the guest tell me who they are?
Good morning,
Yes,
Therese.
Joanne.
I've
Okay.
been on. I don't know what I'm under.
Okay, yeah, it just says guest, but I wanted to make sure, so that's good that you and Councilman Ricks are here. Okay, I see iPad. Can you tell me who you are? iPad or iPhone, can you tell me who you are?
This is Shauna Lee Moy and Rose Rhodes.
Okay, thank you for being here. iPhone, can you tell me who you are?
Mine's probably coming up on the iPhone.
This is
Because I'm
Jesse
on.
Washington.
I don't know what it's
iPhone.
under. It's probably iPhone.
Okay, so
Jesse Washington, iPhone.
okay, thank you, Ms. Washington. So the guest, can the guest unmute and tell me who they are?
I said guest was.
Okay, all right. I do not see Mayor Brown on here. Okay. Yes.
This meeting is called to order. I am the senior member of the council, but I will be acting as the interim mayor pro tem. I would like to start with the invocation, and what we'll do is we'll stand up and say the Lord's Prayer. If you shall stand. Heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done.
That will be
On
done
earth.
on earth
As
as it is in heaven.
give us this day
Give us
our
this day
daily bread.
our daily
Give us
bread.
no trespass.
Let us not
And
be
those who
trespassed.
trespass against us.
That's us.
Lead us not into temptation.
Not in temptation,
Deliver us from
but
all
deliver
evil.
us from evil.
Thine is the kingdom,
As the
the
kingdom,
power, the glory.
power, and the
Amen.
glory.
I thank you for that. We will now have the interim mayor pro tem.
We're gonna approve the agenda first.
I'm sorry about that. Thank you for reminding me, Therese. We will vote to approve the agenda. Let's take a minute to look over it.
For those that do not have the agenda, it has, after the approval, it has Mayor Pro Tem, council to vote, and then the executive session for personnel matters, attorney interview.
Hey, Trey. Hey, good to see you. Woo.
I'm sorry.
Do I have the agenda? Is this the agenda?
That is not an agenda, no, sir.
Can y'all give me the agenda?
Sure, I can.
Let me see. This is the agenda.
That is the agenda,
Yes,
so
it
what,
is.
so what am I approving? What am I looking at?
You're well, this is where I was just reading.
Mayor Pro Tem.
This is where we are, the
Oh,
invocation
so
was
you're
just
voting
done.
for a Mayor Pro Tem today?
Yes,
is that right?
that's what was on the agenda, yes.
And that's on a specially called meeting, you do that?
If you could just hold on a moment, we are in the middle of the meeting.
Okay, well,
Well, get Councilwoman Massey up
okay, so I
to take care of that for you.
wait till,
Thank you.
Does everyone approve of the agenda? Give me an aye if you do approve of the agenda.
The interim needs to be instead of regular mayor pro tem. Should have, you said interim?
So everyone had a copy of the agenda is what you're saying?
The guests that are, the public that is here do have a copy of the agenda.
Oh, you advertise it as a Zoom meeting as well, so why wasn't that made available as an attachment?
There is a paragraph at the end of the agenda that states to contact the clerk if you wanted the additional information. There were some that did reach out, but if it's possible, the questions can come at a different time. We are in the middle of trying to approve the agenda.
All in favor? If you approve the agenda, all in favor, say aye.
And make sure that I'm sorry not to interrupt, but I want you to make sure that you are addressing Councilman Benjamin and Councilman Ricks. So that they understand that it's interim instead of regular mayor pro tem. So you can speak directly to them. I know it's weird with the camera and everything, but
I would like to thank Councilwoman Rotisha Benjamin. I heard that she is here. Of course, I can't see. And Councilman Riggs is also here, and I appreciate your being here to help me out with this evening. Did you want to say anything to the public at this time? Okay, I take that as no, leave me alone. All in favor of the agenda, can I get an aye? Can I get a?
you're all right. Say it again, then you add that word to it so that they understand exactly what they're getting ready to vote on.
This is what.
Right, before you can, yeah, so the change to the agenda, as you talked about, is, yes, the word interim is not on here, so. And then maybe you want to explain to them what interim mayor pro tem as
Okay,
interim,
okay.
you talk to Councilwoman.
Okay, my mistake. And thank you, Therese, for correcting me, but we do have a correction to the agenda. It is interim mayor pro tem. And then we'll get that vote at that time. All in favor of me being Cynthia Massengill, Councilwoman Cynthia Massengill, be approved as the interim mayor pro tem. All in favor, say aye. Can you hear?
Are you just addressing it to council individual, or are you asking the public with that question?
If you have a copy of it, I'm asking whoever has.
No, you're asking.
She's just the council member.
So you're asking the council member, they're agreeing for you to serve as the interim?
I can't even hear.
That would be a yes.
Aye.
That was Councilman Ricks.
Okay.
You want to repeat that, Councilman Ricks?
I agree.
And those of you that do not agree of the agenda with the correction, say, nay.
You need to hear from Councilwoman,
I thought we already did.
I don't know, I didn't hear a distinct.
Yeah,
Councilwoman Benjamin,
Hello, y'all. I'm sorry. I got kicked out and couldn't get back in. I just getting back in. I don't know what y'all doing.
repeat it. Repeat your motion.
we make a motion to add to the agenda interim mayor pro tem. It wasn't written that way on the agenda, and we need to get an approval of the agenda in order to have that placed onto the agenda.
To have
Okay.
what place on the agenda?
I'm sorry.
So what are we trying to What are we trying to place on the agenda?
Interim mayor pro tem.
Hey, baby, how you? Yeah.
Okay, so you can start the meeting.
I've already started the meeting. I'm waiting on you to give me your response. Can you hear me, your teacher?
I'm trying to. I don't know what his phone doing because I'm at work. But so we're letting you be the the interim or the mayor pro tem with this meeting. That's what we agreeing on.
The interim mayor pro tem, and we'll take the vote after we
Okay.
vote to make the corrections on the agenda.
Okay. I second it. Well, I make a motion for you to be the mayor pro tem, the interim mayor pro tem of this meeting.
I thank you so much. All in favor? Say aye.
Aye.
Nay.
Aye.
All in favor, opposed, say nay. Thank you. I don't think I heard any no's. Thank you anyway. We would like to also get a vote for the interim mayor pro tem.
So
And
now
I'll
is
put
this
that vote
being
at this
presented?
time. I'm sorry.
I was trying to get clarity. You keep saying you don't hear any yay or nay, but you're only addressing the two counselors for it to be placed on the agenda at that point, correct?
Yes. And I have another approval that we need is for me to be voted interim mayor pro tem. And that is just to assist, like when the mayor is not here today, I'll run the meeting. Okay?
Just for
I
public.
thought that what we just did.
No,
No.
If,
So is this
if,
now being
if,
presented to everyone?
So we didn't just vote it for her to be the mayor pro tem at this meeting. I mean the interim mayor pro tem at this meeting.
No, you were voting to put her on the agenda to make the correction from interim, I guess, to interim pro tem.
Oh, okay.
that was
Okay.
just to approve the agenda, Muncie, to add something to the agenda. And now
Okay.
we're looking for someone to make the motion for me to be the interim mayor pro tem. I would need
Okay, I make a motion for Cynthia Massengill to be the interim mayor pro tem of this meeting.
Second.
Any objections?
Is that to the
Again?
public or is that to you all too?
Excuse me?
Is that to the public or is that just to counselors? You're not making us clear.
I think she's confused when you be saying, is there any nays? Like when we approve the agenda or we making changes to the agenda, it's only supposed to be to the council, but she always supposed to ask if there's a nay, even though it's only two of us, she's still supposed to ask, is there a nay? But it is to the council.
Oh, I clearly understood that, but again, she moved from being to be on the correction on the agenda to be placed on it. And she said, now I'm going over to the vote. So that's what I'm asking.
Oh yeah, the votes is only for the council.
So you all as a council can nominate the mayor pro tem in the mayor's absence? I thought a pro tem was assigned.
And he decided not to be here.
No, but I thought a mayor pro tem is supposed to be assigned to assist a mayor. Well, I'm confused.
Not necessarily, but we must go on. We're going to go into the executive session. And now that is the part where you're not invited.
You need to,
Excuse me, who called for this meeting and wrote the agenda?
okay, if it's possible, please, can we save our questions because we are working on a limited time schedule due to this being a 1 o'clock meeting.
But you've asked me to hold my discussion.
Yes,
And
we are in a,
now you're going into executive
yes,
session.
yes.
Executive means executive is no public participation. So
but you have to tell the public what it's about, what the executive meeting.
Exactly. What are you talking about?
If the questions and the interruptions continue, I'm going to have to disconnect the guests. When it comes to executive session, this meeting today was opened in a special call meeting.
By whom?
Okay?
By whom? Who called the meeting and wrote the agenda?
Who's authorized to call a meeting? That's the question.
That's the question.
Council.
A special called meeting to elect the mayor pro tem.
Councilwoman Massengill, you can continue by picking up where the executive session is and explain to them. And then do what you need to get into executive session.
Embarrassment to the public. Let's just prove it and do things.
We will now go into the executive session where we will be talking about, we will be interviewing Carter, Eliza Carter. So that will be done in the executive session. Okay.
What's his name again? I'm sorry.
Eliza Carter.
What's the name? What's the name? I couldn't understand that first name.
It looks like we got a clerk leading the meeting here. It's an executive session, so I guess I need to get out.
Or I'll have to call the police.
Well,
Because you're being disruptive in the middle of a public meeting. Please.
Well, I will leave.
You're more than welcome to stay. You're more than welcome to
It's
stay.
executive session, so I can't stay. Is that right?
The executive session will begin in a separate room, but if you would have a seat and just be patient, you'll see that. And then after the executive session, council will come back to the special called meeting so that the public will understand what took place.
And I'm sorry, what was the election for? The interview of the gentleman?
Interviewing for what?
I make a motion that we move into the executive session where we will interview Mr. Attorney Carter. Is he here?
Yes.
Okay, let's go into executive session. All in favor, say aye. All that oppose, say nay. Thank you. We will go into executive session and we'll be back as soon as we finish.
Thank you so much.
I make a motion that we leave out of the executive meeting into the public meeting. All in favor, say aye. All in
I
favor?
second it.
Can I get a yay or nay?
Uh,
Are there any questions? Yes. Do you have any questions? How did it go? I'm sorry. We were in the executive session to make decisions about hiring an attorney. That's what we were in there for. No, ma'am, no vote and, well, we've met, but there's no vote. No action was taken.
Who all was present?
Just us, the type on,
Benjamin?
who,
Council
minus mayor.
Right.
Carter.
right, thank you.
we're ready to go. Anything next?
Any other questions?
Not a question, but I'd just like to see everything be as scheduled, you know, at the
We would love
proper
that.
time. I don't understand why this was a specially designed meeting. And,
When, I'm sorry. I
Mayor
didn't mean
Pro
to cut
Tem
you off.
was elected at a special meeting that just doesn't fit my book of no mouths.
Well, sir, certain things are done when certain situations arise. There may not be anything from month to month, and we may not have a meeting. We would have one on the 12th, let's say 12th February, and then nothing else comes up until March. Then we have our next meeting. So if nothing comes up, then we don't have anything to meet on. It's not every month that we have something to meet on. This month we are really trying to get some things done because it has to be done. There are issues. Any other questions? I would like.
Cynthia.
I really can't tell you what the previous attorney's name is. Stanley from Florence.
Okay. Why is Stanley no longer the attorney?
He stepped down for another position. I'm not really sure of anything else other than he went to another type of position. And I think the practice is still there. He's just not in it. We have Councilman Riggs that needs to go. He's at work right now. And Ms. Riggs, thank you so much. If there are no other questions, I would like to call this meeting to adjourn. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
And
Aye.
no. Meeting adjourned.
Thank you all for coming. It's great to see so many people here. I hope to see you at future meetings.
There are 14 attendees on Zoom.
Yes.